And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general become a better trader. So, in what I learned, I turn around and put it on my website and put it in these videos, and then I share it with you. And check out my website, tradingforexforprofit.com, and that's spelled just like you would spell it in English, tradingforexforprofit.com. Also check out the Learn section. The link for it is at the very, very bottom of it's in the footer. I need to figure out how to get that up to the top somewhere. Because I think it's an outstanding section. It gives you a lot of ideas on what you can learn to trade Forex if you are so inclined to trade Forex. Also check out Baby Pips. They've got one of the best courses in the world. As a matter of fact, the best course in the world, if you ask me. I've actually have taken the course and have still not completed the course after 10 years, so I'm still working on it. But let's see. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. First, we're going to talk about this, but I built this website and this platform to help you make more money instead of losing money. And since the possibility of losing money is there, well, that means we have risks, and you need to know about those risks. It goes something like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. At this time, I have held NFA registration in the past. Doesn't mean I'm a better trader, but I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital and your account if necessary. But we won't talk about that. Instead, we're going to talk more about me. Here I am. Let's talk about, go to my little profile here. I'm QL5, and I will be linking to this and adding these to tradingforexforprofit.com when the time comes. We're not there yet, but we're working on it. I've got two out right now that are consistently profitable. We have the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MetaTrader 5 and the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MetaTrader 4 right here. And both of them are outstanding. However, they don't trade as much as you'd like to because you want it to be a winning EA, not a losing EA, because the winning EAs don't trade very often, I've found. They wait for the right perspective and add the discipline to your trading that just flying off the handle would not give you. So that's what EAs are really for. It's not a set it and forget about it, and then we'll just see rake in the money. That does not happen in my experience. I've tested a lot of EAs and a lot of different strategies, and the reason why I only have two right now is because it's hard to make these strategies work, because some of these strategies I don't think are valid. One of them in particular that I'm going to have coming out soon that I've been infatuated with, and I've tested the strategy over and over again, but I can't make it consistently work. So programmatically. So we'll see about that. I'll keep you posted on what is going on with that. It's smart money concepts is what it's around. And it's the fair value gap thing is just it doesn't make any sense to me. It eludes me. And I understand support and resistance, but we're not there yet. But at any rate, that's why I only have two EAs out right now. And then we also have something else we can talk about is tradingforexforprofit.com. This is the Learn page we can start out with here, the tradingforexforprofit.com Learn. This is where you can learn. I've got different tips and different tools on how to use this journal. And you can use this journal for free and come in for free and see if you like it. And then if you like, you can add your other accounts to it. We don't have any linking to the accounts right now, so you've got to type everything in for now. And that as the site grows and gets better, and as I can afford it, then I'll grow it. Right now, I've got zero revenue on this, so it's all coming out of my pocket. So this is the site that I built to help me become a better trader. Let's take a look at it a little bit more in depth, and you can trade with more structure, more discipline, and fewer costly mistakes, which is discipline is what a lot of traders need in their lives, because it's instead of just throwing money at the market to see what sticks. you can do this. Let me see. We'll get into that later. Well, first let's take a look at down the dashboard real quick. This is where you can log your accounts in. This is the, of course, I'm the only admin on the site right now, but these are my actual accounts. I need to update this. These balances have actually gone up a little bit since I put this in here because I've got a couple successful trades in. One of them I'll talk about in just a minute. That's not true anymore. Account activity, the closed trade P&L, that's oh, that actually is true. It's actually worse than that. The May Traders Cup is over, and or you can change accounts and see what's going on there, and it'll update for you. View activity. Oh, look at that! I found something that's not working. Live account, starting balance. I don't. This isn't working at all. So I need to work on the account activity page. Account activity is not connecting to there, so I'll work on that. Yay, found a glitch. Let's see. This is what we can do here. You also check out your account performance down here instead of there. So maybe we just eliminate that section. But this is the for my MetaTrader 4 account. That's the account active. That's the active account right now. And it says Thursday's my best trading day. We'll see about that. And then all these trades. You see, look at all these big ones that I lost. 299 trades. Oh, on the dollar versus the yen, I've tried to make the dollar versus the yen work, and I'm actually better to the dollar versus the yen, and that these numbers have changed too. Aussie versus that's really changed. Best session is in New York, with London not doing so hot, and Asia, just forget about it. Then that's my equity curve. That's not the direction the equity curve is supposed to go in. But then this is also information from July of 2023. And I lost a lot of money in 2022, to be honest with you. I started chasing somebody else's strategy and it didn't work. And that strategy still doesn't work to this day, by the way. Because it's false. A lot of people put stuff out on social media to trick you, so you do things that you don't want to do. But there's the strategy section. You can update your strategies. I'm experimenting with another strategy mentally right now that has to do with a 30% pullback, 30 to 50% pullback on a trend, but it only works on trending. So we'll see about how we can make that work. The news here, economic news calendar. Then we have the different pairs you can look at right here, and then billing. Let's go down here and go over this real quick. You can start for free. That's why it says start for free. That button says start for free. Well, it doesn't. One of these buttons up here, when you first go on, it says start for free. So you can start for free. You can list your one account, and then the basic risk calculator, and gives you the basic trade journal and core workflow tools. And then if you like it, then come on board for $19 a month, and then you can have unlimited accounts. It'll list all sorts of different accounts you've got, and then track them in your journal. Full analytics and advisory system, and premium, which has everything in pro, plus premium macro commentary from moi et al., me and others. And we'll also have some premium news and advanced analytics and archives and stuff. So we're still building out the site, but check it out. Come on board for free if you like. And it's changing daily right now, so updated daily. So we'll go from there. From there, let's talk about me some more. Let's talk about my latest adventure with my prop firm challenges. Look, failed. Ongoing. So this is the one we're going to talk about. It's way down here. As you can see, it takes you a while to get adjusted to a system, and we are profitable. How about that? Got $127 in profit right here, which means that the new trade is profitable. Oh, wait a minute, no, it's not. Got 41.58 in drawdown. I've got 4% of the account is my account limit. So far I've lost $41, which is 10% of the account limit. Need to make sure that does not go any lower than pretty much that. FXFI pretty much counts for you to be 100% perfect on your trades, which is very, very difficult to do, by the way. So let's see what the trade is. Yesterday's trade was right over here. Came in at 216.86 and it went all the way to 217.41 before I stopped it out because I didn't think it was going to go any higher. It actually did go higher. And then I saw an opportunity to come back in at 217.88. So far, that has been a fake out trade, so to speak, as people would call it, a fake out. Tends to be holding right here at 217.88. We'll see if the yen weakens a little bit more, or if they come back and do some intervention at the BOJ, which would destroy this trade. But my stop loss is in pretty tight at 217.45. So that's the trade I'm in right now. That's also in my two live accounts, and also in my my demo account with Forex.com. I also have a $39,000 demo account with Forex.com. As you can see, this is demo. This is not what you would call real money, but it is real. You do develop real habits when you trade demo like your real accounts or like your live accounts. That's why I purposefully trade my live accounts with the same trades I do my demo accounts to make it as real as possible. Here I am. So I guess it's time to get into some charts. We talked about me all I can stand. Let's see. We have the here's the chart for the Great Bridge, the pound versus the yen. That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. But at any rate, let's look at some other stuff. Let's look at Bitcoin. Here we have Bitcoin at 63,000, right at 63,000. That's an awfully odd number for it to stop at. Right at 63. 63 up and change, so maybe it's going to act a little bit more like gold and go up, as it turns out. As speaking with, or as listening to an interview with the CFTC chair, he mentioned that Bitcoin trades more like a currency, pardon me, like a commodity instead of a currency pair. So that's something to take into account, that if we consider it as internet gold, so to speak. But then as soon as you mentioned that, I did notice that there is kind of a correlation between Bitcoin and gold. Matter of fact, that might be a fun thing to do. Oh, I didn't set it up yet. Daily? Yeah, not daily. This would be a fun little test right here to do. What time is it? We've got, let's do Bitcoin. And let's do gold. Oh, it's not going to correlate. Go to Bitcoin again. No, it's not going to work. Because that's 46. Yeah, that's not, yeah, that correlation's not going to work. I'm going to figure out another way to wire that. So we'll come back to what I have it set up for. The 2-year versus the Japanese versus the American 10-year. So with that, let's go ahead and get into our next topic, which will be the euro versus the British pound, I think. Oh, no, it's not. It's stock bonds. Dollar versus the US 10-year is right here, 4.57. It's a little bit higher than anybody likes, but that's okay because it looks like it's topping out right there. Could go a little higher today. We shall certainly see. It depends on if peace breaks out in Iran. Then the Japanese 10-year is pretty much off to the races. 2.891, 2.891. That converging a little bit more on the dollar yen carry trade, which is right here, but it's still very, very much a live beast. So the dollar yen trade is still there, as is the British pound to the yen is actually a stronger carry trade than the dollar versus the yen. So I would, however, I think we have it beaten volume, but at any rate, well, the U.S. may have that trade beaten volume. I don't. If I had that kind of volume, I wouldn't be doing these videos. But at any rate, I like doing these videos anyway. But that's the U.S. carry trade is still going along very, very well. The Japanese 10-year at 2.891 is also way up there and climbing. We'll see how the oil market affects the Japanese economy a little bit more. Euro versus the pound. Well, forget the euro catching up. The pound is completely off to the races compared to the pound, and is dropping to levels not seen since 2025, June 2025. That's the figure. I have an article on my site about June 2025, how everything shifted around June 2025. and the market's changed and started trading differently. So check it out. It's kind of an interesting article. DXY, it's right here. 100, just under 101, where it's been for a little while now. Starting to get comfy around 101. That's fine. We trade what we see, not what we think is going to happen. Euro versus the dollar. Again, this is 57% of the DXY, and it's not really going anywhere. So something's going on in Europe land. Pound versus the dollar. 134. Kind of eased up a little bit. See if that can continue. Pound does seem to be an incredibly strong currency right now. Dollar versus the Swissy, 80.73. Then let's get to the yen pairs. Looks like the dollar versus the yen is topping out around 162.43, where it has topped out before. We'll see if that that continues, or see if it breaks out of that. I'd like to see it break out of that, because I would like to see this break out of that too. Dollar versus the pound. Pardon me, pound versus the yen. 117.76. I'm in at 218. Pardon me, at 218. Pardon me, 217.88, with a stop loss at 218.50. We'll see if I can power through that today, or tomorrow, or maybe Monday. I may hold on to the trade over the weekend. Who knows? Euro versus, which is going to be extremely risky with the BOJ on edge. Euro versus the yen, right there, 185.61. Oh, I know something we didn't talk about today. And we'll go to Canadian. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Canadian dollar versus the yen. This is also indicative of the oil trade. Oil, the 114.57, but it's not a true correlation between that and the oil trade. So it's not 100%, but it is kind of a loosely related. We'll call it loosely related instead of correlated. It's not even close to a correlation. Let's talk about some other things real quick. Let's go back to tradingforexforprofit.com, and let's come back to the Market Pulse. We've not talked about Market Pulse. I swear I'm going to have to get an outline. So this is the Market Pulse. This updates every, it's updated at 6 a.m. Probably needs to update. Oh, never mind. 23 minutes old. Not too bad. Showing the Kiwi on top, followed by the British pound. Strong and rising. I like that. The Aussie right underneath that. Swissy, the Euro, the Japanese yen, and then that makes sense that the dollar is falling faster than the yen is falling. And then the Canadian pound, Canadian dollar on the bottom, Canadian pound. And then with that, we also have calendar today. We have the news calendar right here. We have Thursday. We have the nothing burger called the U.S. Unemployment claims. Apparently, people have started making money with their iPhone, so they don't need to. And I would love to be one of them. They don't need jobs anymore. So that's what's going on with that. So unemployment claims has really been a nothing burger for quite some time. Then New Zealand is having a bank holiday today. I don't know. I don't know what that holiday would be, but then I don't live in New Zealand. Okay, so come back over here, and then we're back into the oil trades. Look at that. Big gap yesterday. Gap up from Friday to Monday. That is, we'll call that a fair value gap, whatever that means. And then the came down a little bit, 73.69. If we're going to continue the military comparison between the United States and Iran, I think we're going to win. I used to serve. I'm biased. I used to serve in the United States military. I know some of the stuff we got, and they're not going to make it militarily. Hope the Iranian people are doing great. Dollar versus the CAD right here, 140, just under 142. Kind of thinking about going higher. It might be an opportunity to get in on that one. Seeing a pullback, a resting area that might be setting a stage for a further run. Not trading advice, my opinion. Test it out, but keep if you do test that trade, then I would keep your stops close. Dollar versus the yen. That's not what that says. Aussie versus the dollar right here at 69.36. Again, getting some ground to above 69, but not much. Precious metals, gold. Gold is up to 4,100. Needs more coffee. Gold is up to 4,100. And after that, we have platinum right here, 1622. Palladium, 1242. Again, perk it up a little bit. Silver, starting to test 59 again. See if it's getting comfy around 58, 57. That might be the new norm, the new normal for silver. It's right around 57, 58, we'll call it. Then let's see what the software stocks did yesterday. IGV was off 1.75. HubSpot down 3.6. Salesforce off 1.73%. Intuit off 3.23%. GoDaddy off 2.72%. Adobe and Upwork right here at off 3.49%. Your power bill's going up. No reason to talk about the pound versus the dollar versus the Chinese yuan much. It's just kind of lingering. So look at the Magnificent Seven. Let's see how they did yesterday. Google off of 1.39%. These guys are just doing nothing but raising money. And that's what's making their stock go up. They keep reissuing and reissuing and reissuing stocks, and it just keeps going up and up and up. It's what we call a bubble. But we'll just keep an eye on it, see what happens. I'm not actively involved with this to my knowledge. I might be. I've got some other money and some other accounts that are monitored by somebody else, and they may be involved with the Magnificent Seven. Apple had struck a deal yesterday with Broadcom, so that pushed their stock higher. Facebook off a couple percent. Well, Meta. Microsoft off 1.4%. Nvidia off up 3.6%. So they're back over 200%, 200 again. Tesla off 2.19%, and SPCX is down below initial offer at 148. So that might be a good bottom feeder play. We'll see how far it goes down first. Goldman set price targets roughly 200 to 300, all above, way above SPX's current price. So my 162 call would be getting killed. Matter of fact, now might be a better time to get into a 162 call for a couple months. Let's see if it breaks through that. But at any rate, that is, if you have the intestinal fortitude, that might be something fun to play with, but I would not play with that. That's, again, not trading advice, just an opinion. But at any rate, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button on it. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And lastly, one more thing. If you Oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So that's all I got for today. You guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.